Patreon request. What's up, J2R family? We're back again. I'm Johnny.
I'm Jeremiah.
And today we are checking out One Direction, where we are live from San Siro Stadium.
But before it's a not part of J2R family, or it's the first time on our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Patreon. So this is a request from a patron named Celeste. Thank you, Celeste. So we're going to check this out over the next so many weeks. So make sure you come back for each episode. But this is, I think this is going to be really cool. We just finished the One Direction This Is Us documentary.
Yeah, that was actually really fun.
So I think this is going to be her next request. So I think this is going to be really awesome.
Hell yeah, if you guys want to go check this out earlier, you know what I'm saying, and you're actually seeing it right now, probably even like a week earlier or even more than that possibly, definitely go check it out on our Patreon account because we release it early over there. But I think it's about to be really fucking dope, man. The This Is Us documentary was actually really fucking cool. Learning more about One Direction, how they were formed and everything like that. I thought that was really fucking cool. I'm assuming like this is probably a little bit down the road. So I think this is about to be really fucking dope to actually be able to react to another documentary. So I guess we just hop to it and see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. That's crazy.
That's crazy. The road to San Siro.
So I'm guessing that's when they get there, ready to go back. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool the way they do it.
Four months earlier.
How's it going? Lovely day.
We're looking at the stage for the first time, trying to take it in. It's big, isn't it?
Boys, that is literally ridiculous.
Can we get on there and have a walk around?
It's gotta be so fucking cool.
There's going to be a lot of falling over this tour, I think.
A lot more painful this time.
So where do we start? We all come out of there, and then what? Just run down.
Hold there with the first verse, pre-chorus, then you separate.
These are all of your container. That's your names, where we're going. We're going to put all these stickers, so all the like locations on tour will have your own sticker.
What's this made of?
This is plastic, you know? Looks like metal. This set is designed for you, you know?
It's pretty sick.
There's a lot of steps, there's a lot of ramps, but that's because I want you to become engaged with the space. Rather than you getting bored running down here, like if we walk down here, so if we do little things, then the whole idea is that you could sit here, and it means that you're not just standing around.
Obviously the stage is twice the size, so for them to cover it, have the energy that's needed, have the camera awareness, because for it able to register with the whole audience, they've got to play a little bit into cameras. I'm not phased. I feel like we're in a good place.
Yeah, I think, but it's that thing with them.
That stage looks amazing though.
That's crazy, all that extra stuff. I wouldn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Okay, the stage is double the size, so now they have to engage with more cameras. They have to, do this and do this and do... That's a lot to think about.
You never really know, and then at the very last minute, they always pull together.
Yeah.
Every single time, and I think we're used to that, but we still get stressed midway through, right? The question is, can we watch the World Cup on these screens?
I think they just have fun.
Yeah.
And just make it fun. That's what it really seemed like. Milan, Italy.
We looked at loads of different venues actually to where we could film it. We considered America, we looked all across Europe at all their dates. The reaction they've always got in Italy from their fans is incredible. They're very vocal, they're very beautiful, and it sort of just feels like the right place.
This stadium that we're in is really steep, kind of gladiatorial space. They put the stage sideways rather than lengthways, so it brings all the audience much closer to the stage in a sense that the thrust, the end of the thrust and the B stage is almost kind of touching the seats here. So it just feels like they're really close to the fans, and the Italian fans are always amazing.
That's really cool to see them setting it up and shit though.
It's my job to kind of work out where all the cameras go in this enormous stadium to make sure we can see the boys and to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, it's very cool.
I've worked with a real broad bunch of artists from Adele to the Stones to Coldplay to the Prodigy. I first worked with the band during their last movie, This Is Us. To be working with a mighty One Direction is a real buzz. Camera-wise, we're shooting 2 nights. So the first night we've got 22 cameras, second night we've got 12.
Crazy.
It's really important that in between the songs we get there messing about as well, and you know, they kind of lark about, they play gags on each other, and that's really good.
My job is to get as many cameras in as many places to create the best concert film so the boys look great without having too much impact on the audience. The tricky bit is when they're out on tour, it's all about the audience. It's a show for the people who come and pay for it. When we're filming it, we're trying to make the film as good as we can. It's a real game of chess to make sure that you don't ruin the show for the audience, but equally you get the right camera shots and that you're not shooting up the boys' noses.
Why do they have masks on? Do you see the people up there? They had like masks on.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
As we can. It's a real game of chess to make sure that you don't ruin the show for the audience, but equally...
Oh, they're acting as like One Direction
members. You're not shooting up the boys' noses.
They're probably doing like a pre-test
You
film
saw
or
which
something.
direction that fired in, 10. When we do that tonight, if you can be in a position where it comes towards the lens.
Oh, they do all that shit
Screen
before.
guys are all large-scale pyro, okay? It varies from 65 feet to 275 feet high.
When we're going to Kiss You, on all the choruses, we have a lot of red confetti that's going off again. That's the first act. That's everything we did today, right? That's act 1. Think about scale, impact, daylight conditions. It'll be like this, and I think we're good to go.
I mean, that's cool shit though.
It's pretty cool. They get their own like private pre-show.
Fellas, can you put your name signs on? We'll run it a couple of times for cameras.
Right, so these guys have come to stand in for us today. So we basically watch where they go, and then we just have to do as they do.
Doing the air guitar there.
Look how deep that is there. Give us seats, give us standings. Blue change.
Good quality screens, actually.
And you've got some serious facial art.
That's gotta be crazy.
The
Now those guys did instead of just doing their own
with the
thing.
cameras and the look of it, but obviously it'll evolve into what it always does, which is
a mess.
Yeah, down, mate.
Any pointers, bits you don't like?
I'd rather not have 2 sitting down at the start of the black dress.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah,
I just think it's too bouncy.
By the end of this week, everyone will be a bit nervous. I don't think the show's going to get ready, but like, the only people who aren't nervous are us. You don't ever really take it easy, you just kind of roll with it. You'd think if you come and saw a stage that was for your tour and you were here, you'd be like, whoa, but like, we kind of just like take it in our stride a little bit. Not in an arrogant way, but it's okay.
Well, this kind of stride?
That exact kind of stride, actually, no. Ease off.
I think a lot of musicians, they're very precise. They know exactly what they're going to do and what marks they're going to hit on stage and how they're going to sing it. For One Direction, it's nothing like that at all. It's actually unbelievably hard to control. It's often a bit of a mess. When they're in rehearsals, they're all over the place and they're mucking around and you can't control them and they're impossible to direct and produce. But ultimately, that's their charm and that's their appeal because you never really know what they're about to do because they're always about having fun.
That's awesome, man.
Happily.
come showtime, I think we're going to be ready.
I don't think you've been good enough today, Paul. And that's the God's honest truth.
You've let everybody else do the work for you.
Obviously got complacent, which is great.
And you've taken the bacon.
We need in-ears so that we can hear each other and ourselves on stage. Basically what they are is like earphones to just hear the track.
Can't talk and can't hear.
I call them speckle.
Speckle, that was it, speckle. They had a speckle hoodie as well the other day.
I did have a speckle hoodie.
Did you lose it?
Also speckle joggers. You look like a potential young tug, I think they're called in the hood.
Nice. That's exactly what I was going for.
I mean, maybe slightly higher hat. With the fringe down, you're
Wow,
looking a bit more bad now.
I am bad.
He flies up. Chin laid wide open.
Think of a word and try and say it to me and I'll try and guess what the word is. Don't be rude.
Oh.
Tomato soup. Tomato juice.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, nice.
Very good. We are about to crack on with our next 4 songs, I think, because I think we got them down yesterday. If I do speak for myself, I think we did a sick job. What would you say,
I'd say we did incredible.
Yeah.
I'd say we really outdid ourselves yesterday, to be honest. Niall's taking meetings out with the Queen, and he's got bigger fish to fry, to be honest.
I'm sorry to you.
He's
I'm calling Niall. Sir.
Sir Niall.
Yeah, Sir Niall.
A letter came through the door asking me would I like to attend a reception hosted by the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh at Buckingham Palace. It was like for
cool.
Irish people who contribute to society in the UK, and you weren't allowed to have your phone in there when they took pictures. It was amazing to be there. Like, she's really nice, and she was
really
congratulating us on what we've done and stuff like that.
How was the Queen? Come on, let's hear a bit of gossip.
I started talking to her like when
Did
we
she
were
knight
there.
you?
Yeah, and then I got a sword on the shoulder, and you have to call me sir.
Now you sir. I'm gonna do this just because I wanted to, and I'm gonna do that, and then just because he's gonna do it to me anyway.
That's a bit.
Then I'm just gonna do it to you.
Oh no.
He got through each other's heads.
And I'm definitely the worst off for that.
Where's my microphone?
1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't see me, man. You can't see me.
All right.
Go ahead and pause it there.
I'll tell you what though, man, this is cool because this is different than like the This Is Us
Yeah,
one,
it
you know
is.
what I'm saying? Looks like they're just getting ready for this huge concert that they're about to have, which looks really fucking amazing. It's really cool actually seeing like everything that kind of goes into actually making the concert happen and stuff. Them having the bigger stage I thought was really cool. Seeing like they're like where was that? What was it? Milan, Italy. I thought that was actually really cool, like the location, stuff like that. They said their fans over there are really nuts and everything. But so far, it's going actually really fucking cool. I really like One Direction, like their energy and everything. You know what I mean? How they're kind of goofballs and stuff. Even they say that they're hard to pretty much to train, not really train, but like hard to like get them to like do their part. I guess you could say. Because like they're just like goofballs. They just kind of do whatever they want, but then they somehow pull it together.
They come together at the end.
Yeah, at the end. So I just think that's actually really cool. I think like just them being goofballs is just part of their persona. But I think they do an amazing job. I can't wait to actually like get through this whole documentary. But what do you think, John?
No, I definitely agree. I think that's their thing. You know, they go out there, they have a fun time. You know, their crew and everybody is like so nervous up to the very last minute. Then the guys pull it off because they're having a good time. You know, they're just having a good time, so they make it happen. And that's what the crowd I think wants to see. The crowd wants to see the performer have a good time. You know, they don't want to see him have a bad time or like, you know, be stressed up there. So I think having a good time as a performer is so much better. But like I think it was the choreographer that said at the beginning, I mentioned it. I would have never thought, you know, he's up there. He's like, yeah, the stage is twice as big. So now they got to engage with twice as many cameras. They got to do this. They got to do that. That's so much more stuff than I would even have thought of.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. So it's really cool. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to get to the end of this, really, just to see how everything goes.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not part of J2R family, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Patreon.